Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. Guys, so sorry, so sorry that I'm late today. But on the docket, we have Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 22 Love Covers All Wrongs. Well, does it though? Does it really? Not for these people.
No.
Jamal, what do you think about the
Here-
episode?
here's the thing with this episode. There's only two main things.
Mm,
Basically, Mary, Janelle going to Coggy Pass, talking about they're rehashing the past, and
uh-huh.
they're like starting to really like pay attention to what's going on versus sweeping it on the rug or whatever. But here's my thing
Mm,
with these two. Now, had
mm.
y'all been watching our show since what season 15? Y'all would have figured it out by now because we told y'all what was going on, but y'all weren't paying attention. I'm just saying, you could have watched
But
us, you could have watched Notes
even
to
if they
Self.
were, but even if they were listening to us, TLC pay more than we do.
That is
They
true.
weren't. Yeah, they weren't going to
Yeah,
do anything about it.
yeah, that's true because they had done something about it. They cut their check short. So I get it, but I'm just saying, don't be simply acting like the internet didn't tell y'all what was going on. Just saying,
Mhm. Especially
the internet.
Mary.
Yes, especially Mary when it comes down with her relationship with Robin, or Mary's relationship with Robin and Robin's non-relationship with Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sitting here
Yeah.
listening to them like, this is kind of obvious. We told y'all, we tried to told y'all, but you did say, Debbie, I'm gonna give you credit here. You've always said that. You said Mary was always slow on the giddy up.
She was, but I think she was using the show for ulterior motives to build up her businesses and to create, like, a financial landing pad. Because I think
Hmm.
she knew um, Cody was going to cut her off. I think it was in one of like the many lists that he was giving her over the 10 years to say how inadequate she was, and to earn his affection again, she has to complete the list. She had to pay a huge penance for the catfishing thing.
That is true.
Hmm. And he tried to shill every dollar out of her, but I believe she wasn't telling him everything that she was making, to be quite
Oh, of
honest,
course not. Here's the thing, though.
because how she found the money to get the down payment for the house in Parowan, I always wondered about that.
But to be fair, once he decided that he wasn't going to invest in Mary, he had no right to know what she was making. That's just my thought process.
Tracy
I
has
really
so
feel
much
that way.
confidence in me. Tracy, I only did all right. Only all right. Do you know how hard it is to be out here by myself? Tracy's a mess. Sorry about that. I'm just going through the comments. Ryan is traveling in South America. I am so
I
jealous.
know.
I am so jealous. She getting all the good steak. Mmm. If there was a way to bring it back. Mmm.
Right? Listen, was it dry ice works wonders out here. Just saying.
Mmm.
Just saying.
They might
But yeah,
charge
back
you a
to Mary.
tariff when you come in.
I'll pay if it's good. I don't mind paying. But back to Mary. You
Mm,
know, that whole situation with Mary. Here's the thing with her in particular. Now, and as I've been watching the show, I've been kind of reevaluating how I see her. With her, she she always knew Cody really didn't believe in her, which is why she didn't want to give her the money, right? So she said
mm,
she was going to do it on her own. There were
mm,
many issues with Cody and Mary, but I think me personally, I never thought about this in this context of like, had Mary not gone ahead and done her own thing, because we know Cody don't like his women to be independent. I don't. I think that's one of the issues he did have with Mary that's not talked about because she said, like, if you're not going to give me the money to so I can open this here business, then you don't have any say so, and I'm going to do it anyway. And like I believe you said this maybe a season or two ago that she already had a backup plan for if Cody said no, which is how she was able to do it also fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was just another knock against Mary, but he just never told her that because had he said, "Well, Mary, I'm mad at you for opening your own business and not giving us some money," he'd look even worse than he does now.
Or worse yet, what if she knew that the family wouldn't buy in with her and she was already prepared? Like she wanted to get it on the show that they were going to turn her down, but she was already prepared to do it on her own anyway. Because remember, she had been in the MLM for quite a bit by
Yes.
that time. But I think she was. I think she's always hidden a lot of her success from Cody and Robin. I think she has realized what those two are. I think she has become embittered over the years that she was still connected to the family. And I think
Hmm.
she realized, like, she's not that stupid like how she's portrayed on the show. I think she does that for the sympathy vote, again, to build her MLM, to stash money, to do her own things, and she's just as wackadoodle as Cody is with regards to getting loans because she's got 3 loans out on the bed and breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and she is now turning it into an event space. And if you remember back when the whole family was out there when she was trying to pitch to them, Janelle and her were talking about doing events in the backyard. Remember,
Yes.
weddings.
Yes.
So she's actually bringing that to fruition. You've eaten so many empanadas. Stop it. You're making me jealous. Why didn't you take me with you? I really didn't want to be at work this week. Oh my God. Debbie's everywhere on these YouTube streets. I am? No, I'm not. I have two. I have a main address and I have a secondary address. This is the main address. And then I got a second home over at Heidi's place, but she be throwing me out all the time. Hey, see, I suppose we could be snarky and say that Mary had money because she had fewer dependents, but I think that would be snarky. Off to the corner. Come out of the corner, Stephen. Come out of the corner. That could be it too. That could be it too. You know, she had a little bit more. What did he call it? Per
Disposable income.
No. Cody used to call it her grocery money. Remember they said if you want to do what if you Robin said it, if you want to have what I had, just reprioritize how you spend your grocery money. They do
Oh,
sound wonderful. I am so hungry. Cody don't like an independent woman. Nope. Oh my gosh. He doesn't
so I
like
do
an
want,
independent woman. That's true.
and I know we're not going in chronological order like we kind of normally do, but I do have to
Mm.
ask you something. The
Uh-huh.
way Yeah, we speculated on this one maybe 2 seasons ago when Christine just dropped the bombshell. Was like, "I'm out. I'm out. I ain't got time for this."
Right.
The way those two, Mary, I'm talking about Mary and Janelle, the way they were talking on Coyote Pass, right?
Uh-huh.
To me, to my ears and my eyeballs, it sounds like they've been talking for quite a while. Like these conversations that we're seeing on camera aren't as new as they're trying to make them come across. Because they were way too comfortable. They filled in too many gaps. Okay, let me go back. As delusional as they've seen over the last couple of seasons, right? For them to all of a sudden to come to all of these realizations and fill in all these pieces to the puzzle and talk about all the things that they've gone through in such detail, it just reeks to me like y'all have been talking for quite a while than what we've seen on this here show.
I think they have because remember from the time. Janelle went over to Mary's house in Flagstaff to give her the heads up.
Right,
Girl, you really ain't on none of these properties. We need to make sure that, it's equally divided and you get your fair share. And Mary had the balls, the temerity, the unmitigated gall to say to Janelle, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel like that. Don't you think Cody's going to be fair?" From that point on, Janelle kind of like backed off. But then when Mary got back to Parowan and started talking to Jen, and Jen started like talking sense to her and said, "Janelle's the only one who actually is giving you a heads up, stupid." I believe they started calling each other because then we saw another scene where Janelle and her were on video chat.
right,
So I agree with you. I think that this is a long time in coming. Many video chats talking about getting attorneys, and better yet, a strategy to go up against ramen noodles. And they have to have a strategy because this is a delicate thing that they're dealing with. This man has usurped control over everything, and
right.
he's got a legal wife, and they are basically ex friends. So they had to tread carefully. They had to contact their lawyers. I think what they showed us on the TV this week was a carefully reconstructed reenactment that was approved
Hmm.
by attorneys.
Got okay. That makes sense. And I only say that because I kept watching this. Like this is a far cry. Like this is a huge leap, a far cry from what we've seen the past 2 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons actually.
Hmm.
Not so much with Janelle, more from Mary. Excuse me, from quickly going. You know, Cody's gonna be fair, and blah blah blah. He wouldn't do me wrong. To like, okay, I got all the lawyers in the forensic accountant on the line. Let's go. That's a huge leap. Like that's a
Hmm.
huge leap.
Right,
Like
but don't discount Jen.
true.
Jen is
I
is the voice of reason that's helping her to snap the fuck out of it.
I mean, I'm gonna go with you on that one too. It like it's such a fast turnaround. Like I mean, and I know Jen. Oh, okay. Now
But
that you
it's
brought up
not really
Jen.
a fast turnaround because it's been the course of a year.
True. And I have to go back to that conversation when they were talking when Jen was talking to Mary about how Robin really was never her friend, and
Right.
how when she basically told Mary to her face, "Girl, we've been telling you about Robin for years. Everyone's been trying to tell you about Robin for years.
And
What's
then
wrong with you?"
bringing it home to Mary that Janelle is a better friend of her than Robin.
That was a cold shot.
That was a
Oh,
slap in the
also,
face.
also the part where Jen, when Mary said, like, I would be open to, you know, rekindling the friendship, but then just said, but you will be the only one. I'm like,
Right.
well, you
Yep.
know what? It's
Hmm.
oops.
Yep. Jen is all of us, basically. And she's
True.
gonna have to keep on saying this to Mary. She's gonna have to keep on saying it. But what surprises me is the 180 turnaround with Robin, because in the confessionals, she's sitting up there going, "Oh, there were problems, yeah, but bitch, like during the first part of the season, you were like, well, what's happening? That's not what happened, like she didn't know nothing, but now all of a sudden there's problems." And Cody is the same
Thank you.
thing. Cody hated everybody, all of the ex-wives. I never should have married them. I never loved them. And now he's saying, of course I love them. What? Did your
Okay,
lawyer tell you
them
to
two
say
should be
that?
studied. Those two need to be studied. Here's why. It's amazing how, like, in any kind of relationship, friendship, whatever, when things fall apart, no one's completely blameless, right?
Mm-hmm.
These two sit up there and then took all these people's money, right? Took
Mm-hmm.
all these people's money, but somehow they're the victims because Mary and Janelle want their money back. That I'm like, this
Mm-hmm.
is amazing.
And
This
mind
is
you, they're
absolutely.
only asking for Coyote Pass money back, but they are entitled to the McMansion deposits and
Oh,
interest.
what did you think about that segment? I believe it was in
Oh,
this episode when they were talking about how, family money and how like something with the money that the money from Robin's house went into X, Y, and Z, and how
let's
he
go to
personally
that.
hold on real quick,
Let's go
and
to
how
that.
he personally
Mhm.
paid $160,000 more into Coyote Pass than anybody else.
I
I'm
am
sitting.
going to give you the breakdown of that. I'm going to give you the
No,
breakdown.
I'm bringing it up because I was watching
Mhm.
that. I thought of you. I'm like, oh, I know Debbie's about
Mhm.
to tear him up
I
on
figured
this
it
one.
out right away. I figured it out right away when he said
Mm,
that after I picked myself up off the floor because I fell out, that he had the audacity to say that bullshit on TV. And Tracy's comment, as much as I don't like Robin, I would love to see her take Cody for all he's got, if he's got it. Would be epic if Robin then shared with the other ladies and all went against him. No, I want her to take him for everything that he's got, and then she lose it all with a catfisher who comes after her. But instead of being a man with money, it's like a 14-year-old kid with acne. That's what I want. And I want the 14-year-old kid with acne to get all of whatever cash she get out of Cody. So now let's go wind it back. Thank you, Tracy. Love it, love it. Um, okay, when he said that he paid $162,000 more than anybody else, think about it, Jamal. They bought Coyote Pass for around $800,000. Divide that
right.
by 5 people. It comes out to $160,000. Who sold him her part for $10? Christine. He is using Christine's investment into Coyote Pass to say that he paid $160,000
I
when he
was
did
like,
not.
what? He did not.
He did not. He did not. This is how stupid this man is, and this is how stupid he think we are. Keep saying that, Cody, because you are basically telling a lie. Then he tried to say that Robin used the proceeds from her Vegas house to put into
Right.
Christine's house in Flagstaff, which is a lie because Christine rolled her own money over to
Yes.
buy her Flagstaff house because that was the condition of her moving to Flagstaff, that she buy a house. So she rolled over her money. And remember, she was a real estate agent back in Vegas. So she knew that if she didn't roll that into another piece of property, she would be it would be taxable. So she
Yes.
rolled it into another property right away, and she couldn't do the loan by herself as usual. So she got Cody to go on the mortgage with her. So then when Robin House came up, that's why he could only get the proceeds from the Vegas sales of Mary and Janelle's house because that's all that was left. Because Robin already spent hers.
Yes.
So he had to get their Vegas proceeds, Mary and Janelle, to buy Robin's house. And Robin has been on camera saying that that was a family asset. And then we find out Janelle says that when she asked about putting their names on Robin's house, he said no. Robin needs her estate. And it was around that time, if you remember correctly, Janelle started talking about getting an estate for her kids. Go
Yes.
back. Go
Because
back.
she could, because she that's when she said that's when she took account. So I'm 50 years. I'm like 50 years old with no
Mm-hmm.
assets in my name and no estate to
Mm-hmm.
leave to my kids if something happened to me. And then she
Yep.
said, but Cody was worried about Robin having a estate for her kids, which three of
Yep.
them aren't his.
Exactly. Exactly. If we go back, And I bet you that's when Janelle stopped contributing to that fucking family
Yes,
fund when she got gypped out of her name being on the McMansion part one. So
I agree with
they
that
are
part.
never going to get their money back from that,
No,
which
like
is a shame because he did sell it at a good price. I still want to know who he sold that to though.
that too.
Holly and
And
Robin have a
oh,
lot of nerve. Yeah, they do.
what was it? What was it? When she, what was it about Janelle? It was something about the money and oh shoot, it's skim. But they were it was about the money because she was upset.
Mhm.
Oh, the fact that she's like, oh, we have to do all of this because we have to prove that family money was used in Coyote Pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, here we go. I'm like, here we go.
Mhm.
And so they're collecting everything they can to prove
But you
that
heard
family
Janelle.
assets went into there.
Janelle said, we can prove it. I've been doing the taxes with the accountant for years. And remember when she was in the car with her oldest girl driving back to North Carolina, and she said, I've been seeing the deductions from the family account. So she had access to the family account to
Right,
obviously to work with the accountant. And she's seen all the withdrawals. And so, in addition to seeing the withdrawals, she knows the deposits. She knows the deposits. So she has the proof. And did she, wasn't she the one who said she know where the bones are buried?
yes,
Mm-hmm. I hope that the ladies get to use the show as evidence. I hope so too. I hope so too. But we also find out that Janelle has not Janelle, Robin has been stalling this entire year because she only agreed to sign off on selling Coyote Pass in January. And then it took from January to April 15th to get that bitch sold. Robin. And he said that Robin is the only holdout, but he's not going to rush Robin on account of Janelle and Mary. What? He has never treated these people as equals. Why does one person have so much sway over everybody? It should be majority rule. I would have took her
right,
to court for that. I would have took them to court for that. I want to sell the land. All of our names, well, they all the names weren't on it. They were just switched last month. But I would have took them to court to get my name put on everything, and then I would have took them to court to force the sale.
right. And they feel that they're handcuffed because Cody's name's on every piece of property.
Yep.
But
Yep.
notice this though. Here's the thing though. We want to talk about that portion of it, right? When they put up the graph of how the land is split, right?
Hmm.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, so I can make sure I have it right. Coyote.
That's right, Wendy's front yard. She waited a whole month after Cody signed. Like, what the fuck is she doing besides talking to dollies when the day comes that she can't go and get some business done? This shows you what kind of
Right.
businesswoman she is.
Okay, so I have it pulled up right here. Let me see if I
Uh-huh.
can't get it so I can see it. 'Cause this is a bad. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find a good image to where I can read it properly. Okay, I think I found one that's the. Okay, here I can read it properly. Okay,
Hmm.
so now we all know that the biggest property, right, is Cody and Robbins, and it looks like they have two. We're trying to find the right crowd. Cody Robbins, wait a minute. Cody, so Cody and Robin own two pieces by themselves,
I
five
think
acres and
so.
2 acres.
Yeah, I think
Okay, so
so.
okay, so that there tells you what's going on there. This is they're using this to hold it up because what they I think okay, if I were sneaky and shifty and shady,
Hmm.
right, I would stall first of all because we own the bulk of Coyote Path between the two of us, 7 acres.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cody, they which were, I think they wanted to force them to take less. I think they wanted Mary and Janelle put into a corner to where they were going to take the money from their land, right? So Cody, Janelle, and Mary are on one piece, right? And then Cody and Janelle are on the other. So that's 6 acres. My thought process is they were stalling out to frustrate them to just taking whatever they would get, which would only be pieces of those 6 acres
Yep.
because they own the other seven. So basically, if they could wait Janelle and Mary out and get them to take just a piece of the 6 acres versus a piece of the 13,
Mm-hmm.
they would get more money out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going on here.
Hold on. But he did update the names on the properties. Hold on. Names on the lots. Let's see if we can find that. Um, Damn it. I knew I should have looked at this before. But did you notice all of the trailers that was on the property? All of those
No.
trailers that Cody has been using that property as a dumping ground, a storage area, and the graveyard for all of his busted businesses.
Okay, why does Reddit always come through?
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm looking at, I can't pull it up because I'm on my company laptop and I'm streaming on my phone. This is quite interesting. I have not seen this before. Okay, so this breaks down the appraisals of the lots.
Hmm.
So Cody and Janelle's lot, right? That one was appraised at $157,150. So they split that equally, 78.5 each, quite in corners. Now, Cody, Janelle, and Mary's plot appraised at $260,000. So each got what, around 86,000 each, right?
Hmm.
Now, the 2.4 acres Cody and Robin have are, let's see, 157,150, which means, Cody got 78 and Robin got 78, right? Now, going to, is it 5.16 acres? That's the one that Christine gave sold to Cody, and he put Rama's name on it. That one was appraised at 270,104. So they each got 130 grand out of that. So
Hold
when
on,
you
I'm
look
trying to
at it,
find what you
what?
got. I'm trying to find what you. Wait, I
Which
think
one?
I found what you're talking about. Go ahead, go ahead. I think I found it.
Okay, okay. So the way this shook out is just so shicey when you look at the numbers because Cody got because his name was on all of them, right? He got 45% of the proceeds, right? Because the
Mhm.
appraised land is 844. And this is what it was appraised for, not what it sold for. I'm just using those numbers because it's easier. And it's what's in front of me.
Mhm.
So of appraisal, Cody got 45%, Robin got 25%, Mary got 10%, and Janelle gets 20%. So yeah, no. That's crazy to think that
Hmm.
Robin is getting more or more than the people who actually put money into the family. Because
Yep.
as we all know, Robin, I ain't never seen Robin take a deposit. I have not seen not near check come from my sister wife's closet into the family funds. Like if you could show it to me, fantastic.
Okay, so this is what you were talking about, right, Jamal? From Reddit.
Okay, let me check. Let me get there. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, this is what Jamal was going over. This is the actual breakdown, appraisal
And this is
values,
updated.
and
And this is
ownership
updated too.
percentages.
I
Yeah.
read the old one. This is the newest one. Thanks, Debbie.
Yeah, so this is based on, I guess, the appraised value and the division of everything.
Hmm.
This is Cucamongas.
Yes.
Cucamonga. So then, if we look at this next one, what if Cody and Robin had been honorable, decent human beings and split Coyote Pass lots fairly? This was their
Hmm.
scenario. If he was a decent human being,
Right.
but they didn't do it that way.
No.
And then what's this? The Las Vegas houses. The redut. Oh my God. Okay, so these are all the purchase prices right here for the homes. Um, the sale date, sale price. How Robin got them? Oh, Robin had the most upgrades in hers.
Right.
Okay. Gross profits. So this is all like, see, Christine got the lease on hers, but she turned hers over. And this is the selling cost and then estimated profit. Wow. So Robin, in addition to getting 121,000, well, almost 122,000 estimated net profit for her Vegas home, she then took almost $97,000 from Janelle, and then
Hmm.
Mary's net profit just over $93,000. But I believe Janelle only gave a portion of hers, like half, right?
Something in that neighborhood. Yeah. But I think if I remember properly, we need to go back and review this. I want to say Mary gave all of her profit, and then Janelle gave half.
Yeah, because Janelle was still holding out to Bill on Coyote Pass. So then what's the next slide? Flagstaff property purchases. Christine, purchase price $520,000, down payment $130,000, original mortgage. All right. Then she sold it in 2021. Sale price $700,000. Gross profit $180,000. Robin's first property was $890,000. Why? Why
Can
is
you
her home more
hold on?
expensive than
Okay,
Coyote
thank you.
Pass?
Remember, oh my gosh, do you remember the scene where she was talking to Robin and like, hey, no, can you like I know you're looking for a house. Can you
Mhm.
please not buy something too extravagant and use up all the money?
Yep. Yep. So her original mortgage was $667,500. Then their sale price was $1.7 million. Gross profit
Hmm.
$890,000. Who bought this house?
Right.
That Cody actually fell a tree on top of. That house is damaged.
Okay, Debbie, look at this, and maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Like the houses, that's 2019, right? I understand some houses can't go up value two and 24. How does that house triple in value?
It cannot be because he installed a heated driveway.
Right?
Robin is unemployed. She did not contribute. Poor Mary. She got took too.
Yes, she really did though.
Robin is the president and CEO of Crap Jewelry website, which is just a scam to sell a bunch of stuff that never delivers. It's the BBB under, it's the BBB under her, the Better Business Bureau. Well, they should be now, and the IRS should be onto them too. I'm loving these stats. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, thank the redut. Um, let's see, and the site is still up today. Yes, it is. And she
Right.
openly admits that she is defrauding people and laughing about it. Remember, she said, "Oh, sometimes, a sale will get through here and there." They made back the entire PP. Oh my god, the fuck. Yes. Who bought it? I want to know. And it seems like they bought it for cash and put it in a trust. Who's doing that? Who is doing that? And if you listen to that lady on Notes to Self 441 or 411 or whatever it is, remember he said that if Robin wanted to take him for everything that he's worth, she could do it. And that's because he's transferred everything that he has over to Robin. He's transferred everything over to Robin. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. I still want to know who bought these properties. And you know the 2.1 million home that they've just bought, the McMansion part, that's in her and maybe her mama's name. Cody's not going to end well. He's just not going to end well. These are shocking figures, y'all. These are shocking figures. But thank you. Let's cite our sources like how Kempire does. Okay, so thank you to Reddit and the Sister Wives. What do they call these things on the Sister Wives page or whatever? On Reddit for breaking this shit down. So let's give them a up. Because this is quite amazing. Quite amazing. All right, so that's enough of that garbage. Oh, Jamal dropped off. We'll see if he can get back on soon. Okay, so there was a lot going on over on Coyote Pass. That was the most interesting segment to me. It really was. Then you have like the Valentine's Day bullshit, which I kind of lost interest in because they're doing that timeline fuckery that this production company is known for doing. So apparently, the baptism of Robin's big girl was done, actually took place in April or May, so after Garrison's passing. But they're talking, we saw that first before Valentine's Day get-togethers. And then when you look at the Valentine's Day dinners, because one was Robin and Cody, and the other one was Christine and David, it looked like they were either there for the afternoon late lunch crowd because it was daylight, or they were tucked away in a corner with a partition up so nobody could see them. I don't think it was actually done on Valentine's Day because nobody is going to allow a camera crew in their busy ass restaurant to film on Valentine's Day. I'm sorry. They're just not. So I don't believe that these were done on Valentine's Day. I don't even know what month they were done in. So they were very annoying to me. However, as I said on Heidi's show last night, I'm going to give some grace to Christine. I know everybody is so frustrated with her always like comparing her relationship to Cody to David. And honestly, I really think it's part of her process of like deprogramming her. I really do. Because she sits there and she says, can you imagine that I accepted, being in a relationship with a man who was intimate with other women? It's like self-realization while David is walking her through this shit. So kudos to him for his patience. And I'm tired of it too, but I'm going to give her grace as long as she's realizing that she was a different person then. She's realizing that she doesn't want that now. And she's also realizing how good of a man she does have that is actually walking her through the process. It's not Valentine's Day. Thank you. Thank you. Waitress asked Christine if they were celebrating. Oh my God. Yeah, now we're back to February 2024. But at least we're just about a year past, like in the past. We're not 2.5 years back. So they brought us up to speed real good. Hey, Michelle LaBelle. Hello, hello. But not in front of or with David. In my opinion, that's gonna get old to him. Not if he getting a check for it, boo. He's getting paid for this shit. He probably tell her when they on their own, stop, not talking about it. Wait till the cameras are here. That's when I go on the clock. But yeah, I'm gonna give some grace. I'm not gonna be that hard on her. But I want her to get with the giddy up real quick because this will get tiresome. Um okay, so yeah. Christine and David go to dinner. She doesn't know how to dress. McKelty just talks incessantly about sex, making everybody uncomfortable. Then I, I I love Christine. I love David. Love you both together, but you were boring to me. Where's your partner? He dropped off. He dropped off. I don't know if he's trying to get back in or not. Oh, he said be right back. Okay. So he'll be back as soon as he can. Let's go over to Cootie and Sabin. I thought it was real disrespectful, especially if he didn't have Aspen's permission, because Aspen does not talk about any of her personal business on this show. He went and told Robin. Apparently, he went up to Utah to go and see some of his kids and didn't realize that some of the other kids were there. So it seemed like he was surprised. And apparently he had this private conversation with Aspen, who said, "Why don't you like me?" or something to that effect. And Robin gonna get out of her thick ass football no neck self and say that sounds confrontational. Again, I was done with her. Ooh, my friend is back. My friend is back.
Sorry
Hey
about that.
there.
That was my auntie. She was asking me stuff on my mom. So yeah. Okay.
Good, good. Okay, so I'm up to the Valentine's dinner with Cody and Robin, where he's talking about having that discussion with Aspen, and Robin tell him that sound confrontational. To me, this is proof that she has done nothing but divide this family. How are you
Right.
saying that when his child is saying, "Why you don't like me?" That's not confrontational. That's just asking a question.
No.
And then she's condoning him saying, well, him placing blame on everybody else except himself because he can't figure out the phone work both ways. But he's like, well, your mother was telling y'all how to feel about me. Their mothers don't control those children. They raise independent, rational thinking, hardworking adults. And you didn't play a part in that. You don't
But
know
think
your
about this though.
kids.
But think about this though. He's still referring to Christine, like, Aspen them as Christine's children. Like, we can't let that go. I can't let that go.
But I don't think he even called Christine's name. I don't think he did. Did he?
No, he said Christine's name. He said Christine's name. He said
Okay.
Christine's name.
Because
He said
he
Christine's
has to
kids.
be but here's the thing, he has to be very careful about calling names. And I think they had to go back and re-edit this because of the lawsuit, the child support suit that Christine put in the courts
True.
last year. So I feel TLC had to re-edit this. He might have said Christine's, but I think it might have been edited out because he kept saying, your mothers, were speaking bad about me. Guys, do y'all remember if he said at the table that it was Christine or Janelle or anything like that? I think that they need to edit that out because of the child, especially with Christine, because they have an order not to speak badly about each other.
Hmm.
And that is why you'll see Christine in all of those scenarios where she's talking with David, comparing, one relationship to another. you'll see that she always says, I was jealous. I did this. I can't believe I did this. She tries to focus it on herself. And I feel like that is because of the edit has been changed because of that court suit.
Right.
Um, what? Aspen is pregnant? I didn't think she was ever going to have a baby. I thought she was going to be like Logan because, they carried the bulk of the child rearing because they was the two oldest. Oh, mazel tov to Aspen. That's really good news, Wendy. Thank you for sharing that. I'm surprised Tony wasn't there to help in her dress. Oh my God, please. I would have never paid attention then. Steven says, hold on. Oh my God, I got lost here. Sorry. Um, Everything's not safe according to Robin. She's so stupid. Um, Hello to Jamal's aunt. Steven, you're so cute. Yes, Steven, Cody alienated those kids. Michelle tells you hi. Hi, Sartu. I'm just disgusted with these lame ass excuses about the kids. Yep. Stop projecting, stop blaming others. It's just ridiculous. I don't remember him naming names. Yep. I bet you anything. A lot of if we go back and look at it, a lot of the film shots will not be on their face while they're talking. It might be
Mm.
from far away and we're hearing something dubbed in.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing a Maths Australia. That's what I think they're doing. Yes, Jamal, Christine's kids, Janelle's kids, Mary's kid, he and Robin's kids, even the ones Cody ain't related to. I bet you anything when he says him and Robin's kids, he only talking about the last two. Listen, old habits die hard. He's not taking accountability for no other man's child. He's not. The only time he'll take accountability for it is if it could get him in the highest tier of heaven. And let me tell you, I did appreciate Mary saying that she will take Janelle down to the office over at the Polygamy Palace or whatever, and take her to the elders so that she can get her spiritual marriage dissolved. And I hope he gets slapped with another abandonment charge. And let me tell you, Christine, Mary, and Janelle planned this. They planned this because they knew that he was going to have to sell his property sooner or later. And Janelle and Mary are pushing him with regards to getting information on selling Coyote Pass, which is helping Christine because she's going through the courts to get back child support for Truly and child support moving forward until she's 18. And what does she need? Financial documents. And now that it's been publicized that he sold the first house, bought the second house, and now has sold Coyote Pass, he has money. And guess what? With his contract from the production company and TLC, he should be paying child support. She's going to get a pretty penny from him. Got to love it. I wouldn't put it past them at all. Oh, I love it when you say I'm right, Tracy, even though I don't know what you're talking about, but I love you. Mary and Janelle seem like shy new friends saying they go together and look so happy about it. Look, now that they're no longer married to the same dick, I'm sure that they could actually be friends again. Because I bet you when Janelle was married to Mary's brother, they were friends, but fell out because Janelle left him after what, 3 months to
Right.
then come and marry Mary's husband.
But then you also have to factor in the Robin influence being less and less as well.
Mm-hmm. And then Steven says, I hope that Janelle pursues the spirit. I do too, because Robin is hoping that Janelle and Christine technically stay married because that would be the three wives for the highest tier of heaven for them. Think about it. Because Mary was the one who said that those spiritual bonds supersede any legal document. They believe more in their spiritual marriages than they do in like the government. So in Robin's head, Christine and Janelle are still married because they haven't been released.
Right.
So, um, and I hate that she has reintroduced plural marriage again at her Valentine's dinner. I really do. I hate that she's reintroduced that because nobody cares about Cody and Robin trying to find another piece of puss. We don't care. And if you need the breakdown on the stupid jewelry that he bought her, I got it because I was looking on the David Yerman website earlier in the day for something else. Don't worry about what I was looking for, but I was there, and lo and behold, I saw these. I had seen the necklace. And I was like, wait, I saw that, and I remember laughing at it, thinking that it was way overpriced. Cody is big mad that all the info is out. Oof, yes, he is. He thought it was private. Stephen, me too. Janelle needs a full cleansing from that man. It would really upset Cody and Robin. Yeah, yeah. Um, just like his anger that Mary spoke out loud about the spiritual divorce. Yep, yep. I like that Mary said that she questioned things and she got in trouble for it from Cody. Child, she was forever getting in trouble. Okay, so the earrings that he gave her, they're called hold on. Petite, hold on. Petite David Yerman Elements stud earrings. And they are $2,250. Okay. The bracelet, it is $1,850, and the necklace is $1,750. So about $6,000 in David Yerman piss he gave her, and she wasn't even happy about it.
She
Because I
really
guess
wasn't
she was,
though.
yeah, because they're very small. They're very small and delicate, and I think she wants something bigger. But she liked the David Yerman. So I guess that's what he can max out his credit card at, about
Mm,
$7,500 with taxes. He got a Capital One credit card.
stop.
But yes, I recognized it immediately, and I went and looked because I just so happened to be looking at pendants and amulets on David Yerman that afternoon. I didn't really like the earrings. I'd rather have some turquoise ones. Would have been cheaper too. Those were turquoise that she got. Turquoise with a halo of diamonds in 18 karat gold. So it's a nice piece, but it's not to my taste. I don't think it's to Robin's taste either. But good on him. She'll take it back and get something else.
Yes.
She'll take it back and get something else.
And I agree with the chat here. So Lisa Rose 18 says they spend money on the dumbest things.
Hmm.
They never even traveled internationally. They spend like tacky losers.
Yeah.
Then Wendy says, I wouldn't have been happy either if someone stuck that kind of money on jewelry. Could
No,
have gone to more important things.
wait. Hold on. You
Sorry.
can never, spend too much on jewelry. I just want to spend 6 grand on this.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay,
I wouldn't have
there we
spent
go.
6 grand on this. I would have gotten something from Cartier that would I could have gotten something better from Cartier. That's all I'm saying.
Or a
And
nice bag.
I'm not spending anything more on bags because I need to go to China and get them. No. Mm-mm.
Well, you could took some of that money, flew to China, and got them bags. How about that?
I don't even want to go to China, to be quite honest.
Oh, shut up.
I don't really want to go there. I'm scared that I might get put in a Muslim camp. I don't know, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, I'll just wait for it to come in 6 to 8 months from China. um, he's gonna have to sell a whole lot of accessories for that. Yes. Now Debbie, I mean good jewelry. Oh, yes. Yes, Wendy, the good jewelry, the one that Jamal always says that I'm bougie about.
Hold on. I don't say you're bougie about jewelry. I actually respect. This is okay. When I say you're bougie, I mean about mushroom coffee, like certain breads,
That's
certain
medicinal.
chocolates, certain teas. You know what I mean? Now, where your bouginess comes in handy is in things of the high end pieces, like the jewelry, the bags. You need a bougie friend for these things, so you don't be out here buying crap.
But
So,
okay, as an example, right? I celebrated a milestone birthday this year, and I bought myself a diamond tennis bracelet. It was 3 carats. He could have got two of them for what he paid for that piece of shit.
see, that's what I'm saying. This is where your bouginess comes in handy. We need expert bougie people because we need to understand. Okay, what's the difference between this jewelry and this jewelry? Because you, let's be honest, some people think that all diamonds are equal, and that's not. We know that's not true. You know what I mean? You can steer us in the right direction, like the right jewelry stores, the right alleys, the right. I mean the right stores. Sorry, baby, the right stores.
What you
Go
mean,
ahead.
Allie? Those days are over. I actually go into the store now.
I'm just saying, like sometimes you get a good deal. But anyway, but there's times where you need bouginess to come through and let us know, like, okay, I want to buy this. Is this a good investment, or should I go look elsewhere?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean, they're just buying a name brand right there. And I
Yes,
get it because I'm that way with certain name brands. I'm not gonna lie, but David Yerman ain't one of them.
thank you.
David Yerman ain't one of them. I mean, back in the day when everybody was getting like the steel cable bracelets with the little pearls or onyx or amethyst on the ends, like those was cute. But I have something similar but from a different brand, and it's like so much cuter because not everybody else had it.
Right,
So it was nice. And besides, it was given to me. I liked it. I liked the person at the time who gave me the gift. It's really nice. I still have it, somewhere. Um, but if you're going to be spending that much money, I'm not going to spend it on two little dinkety donk little pieces. I'm going to think very carefully and get something that is not only sentimental and that I like, but has some sort of resale on it. You can't resell that.
no, because I was looking at when he was so proud of it. I'm like, well, based on what I seen, what it looked like, and that I wasn't too impressed with it. And then
No.
when you break down the pricing, I'm like, well, for that kind of money, I'm not seeing the value for the cost, if that makes sense.
Mm-mm. Nope. No, it was a waste of money for me. But that was to appeal to her vanity and his, in a
Correct.
way, to appeal to his to go in and put it on a credit card and not wonder how, and try to figure out how he's going to pay for it. And then to give it to her, he thinks he's giving her something that she wants because she's on the David Yerman bender right now. And it appeals to her vanity because it's, a brand that she favors right now. But he could have done better. Like even at Cartier, he could have done better with seven. If I said like $6,000 with tax, oh my God, there's a few things that he could have gotten. Yeah, straight up, he could have gotten the majority of a love bangle. He could have gotten one of the small ones, not the regular sized one.
Hmm.
And that was also an 18 karat gold. And it's much more like you're getting like, I think it's like 4 ounces. I think that's how much mine is. But it's like you get so much more in gold if you
Right.
went and bought a love bangle as opposed to these little fine chain thing with worthless turquoise and diamond chips. Come on now. Let's make sense. Gold is going up right now. I'm weighing all of mine. Yes, I am. I have a scale. I'm weighing all of mine. But it doesn't make sense to me. And I love jewelry. Don't get me wrong. And I have bought crap pieces just because they're so cute. But
Right. That's different though.
if I'm spending big money like that, and that's big money for me, I want it to be something that I can resell
Like
properly.
Lisa, Michelle LaBelle says, "You won't catch me dead with a horsey ring." Lisa Rose 18 says, "They say Cody car costs 200K." See, when I see stuff like that, when I see 200K, I see investment properties in Texas or Oklahoma. That's what I see.
Right.
200K for a
Everybody's
car.
talking about that car, but I think it's probably used. I don't think he bought it because remember he's
Mm,
always into used cars.
true.
And he's not working like places anymore where he can get like he can win a car like how he did the Lexus when we first met him. She'd rather oops, hold on. Wait. No. All right. This she'd rather hang the money on the walls, floor to ceiling, I guess. There's nothing wrong with her stashing her money in assets, but what she considers assets are not assets. I will give her this though, the resale doll market, you can make a mint on there. Ask Marie Osmond, she makes millions selling dolls. So I mean, that I can see, but she goes in there, she talked to them bitches every day. That's what I heard. So that's kind of weird. And you're getting the oils from your skin on the dollies, and they're probably out of the boxes. So I don't know how much you're gonna get for them. All of that cruise ship art that she has, they're ugly. I don't know how she's gonna resell those. Um, and all the clothes, that's wasted money. The shoes, wasted money. Good luck on her. Really. Good luck on her. But I don't see anything that she has bought other than probably the sculptures, the crystals, and maybe some of those art paintings that she can get a portion of her money back, to be honest. That's gross, in my opinion. But they ain't got the Osmond name neither. No. And remember, Marie Osmond sells her. Well, she used to sell her dolls. They were new, and she was pumping those bitches out. I think on QVC or HSN, one of the two. And those dollies would sell out. And Robin's, on the other hand, would only be for resale. And again, if you're doing the resale market with figurines, dolls, cars, action figures, stuff like that, it's preferable that they're in the original boxes and
Yes.
untouched. So I don't know. Prediction: IRS will be at their door soon. Michelle, we've been talking about this for how many seasons now, Michelle? And they still ain't come there yet, and they're not going to come during this administration. I think Robin got breast implants to copy off Christine's because she was flat chested. Really? But didn't she lose a bunch of weight though? People were saying that she was on the Ozempic. She got a glow up because everybody else was glowing up. I was rolling when Janelle kept saying Diesel Gene model over there. Yup. She said he could have that Diesel Gene model. He could have it. I agree with her. He could have it. This episode was very interesting to me. It really was very interesting to me, but only certain parts of it. Um, and that's why I'm going to try to name each one of these last episodes. I'm going to try to find Bible sayings, biblical sayings that go with how I feel about the episode. So the first, our return episode was the future is uncertain, but the end is always near. And I put that one up because the future is uncertain because we're coming up to the Garrison episode, hopefully next week because they showed Janelle. And I'm going to have to get all of my toilet paper out and bring the whole roll up in the bed and watch because this is going to be hard. And the end is always near because hopefully we're near the end of the season. And this episode, I named it "The Truth is the Truth and Does Not Lie." So a reckoning is coming with this family. It really is. A reckoning is
Hmm.
coming. But that's it. I think we've hit everything, Jamal. Did we miss anything?
No, we got it all.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to put up the shows for tomorrow. Jamal, are you still available tomorrow?
Yeah, from what I can tell, schedule line, yes, that should be good.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about um, Tammy, and if we have time, the what is it? Polly Family. Did you watch that?
No, I need to watch that.
Okay, we might save that for like a catch up session next week. But come tomorrow, we'll definitely be talking about Tammy and Amy and them because they finally had the camel bite. It was gross. Oh, it was gross. That's straight up revelations. I don't know where it came from, Tracy. I don't know. I don't know which chapter and verse and thumbnail and all that. I don't know. But thank you for telling me. I use the Googler to help me find them. Um, so yeah, that's it, y'all. We've kept you long enough. But thank you for joining us today. We miss you. And Jamal, thanks
Yes.
for being here. I missed you last week. I didn't like being by myself.
Oh, believe me, I need like when you go away for like 10 minutes, I like okay, this is real weird talking, just talking. So I get it, but thank you guys for being understanding.
No, they're always really cool with us because we do have like crazy schedules, but it is nice to chat with old friends about these stupid shows. Yes, Tracy. Oh my God, that poor camel. He had to get all the shots. Mm, mm. Anyhow, y'all. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are all set.
Okay, guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Okay. Until next time, Jamal.
Of course.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.